I'm going to be very honest with you because I don't know any other way to be. So news was slow this week, not a lot happening, and that is very, very rare. So rather than waste your time and telling you a bunch of stories just to fill a show, I have trimmed everything down to the nitty-gritty of what you need to know that happened this past week. So, for example, last week we talked about how a K pop star was doing an ad campaign for a brand. One of the employees of the brand took pictures of him while he was doing an ad for shower products and posted it to her personal Instagram. There are more repercussions possibly coming down the pike for her. I have all the details on that. I also have an update for you on Golloria George. She has made a huge move over on her platform in order to protect her mental health. I will tell you what she said and what people are saying about what she said. We also have a couple of science stories about some potential dangers that have been found in cosmetic products that I want to share with you, as well as a beauty business closing down. But the story that I think is one that I was very surprised to see because I don't see these kinds of things very often, which is a news outlet reporting on patents that have been filed by a big name cosmetic company. You know how there's trends in the industry and all of a sudden it seems like everybody's doing something? Well, L'Oreal has filed for these patents. I'm imagining the reason why they did this is because they want to come out with these specific types of products before anybody else and maybe protect themselves from people copying these concepts. We have 3 of the concepts that they are planning on coming out with, and I would love to share them with you and hear what you have to say about it. Also, I am going to be putting some of the products that launched this week in today's top news segment because, again, it just wasn't like, yeah, there was things, but I want to share with you the most interesting things, the ones there's a lot of buzz about. So we'll be going into all of that as well in today's show. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you want to hear what's happening in the industry right now, hang tight. We're about to get into it right now. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to What's Up in Makeup, where we talk about everything that happened across the beauty industry all in one place. As of now, actually, as of the beginning of 2024, I've split What's Up in Makeup into the top news segment and the product report segment. And today we're putting them together. We're smooshing them back the way that they used to be and really focusing on the most newsworthy things because the last thing I want to do is waste your time with filler. So with that being said, I have boiled it down and let's jump into the top news segment. Like I mentioned in the intro, last week we talked about how L'Occitane got themselves in trouble because one of their employees decided they were going to take pictures of K-pop star Mingyu from the group 17 as he was pretending to shower for the ad. And this employee decided she's just gonna casually post these pictures on her Instagram. And Mingyu's fans freaked out. They were so upset because this is a violation of his privacy. And I really feel like we have a lot that we can learn from L'Occitane's Asian market in the US because I feel like in the US we would not have been as kind about this. And really, this is the way that it should be. It's different if you're a celebrity and you're out in public and someone takes a picture of you when you're out in public. If you're out in public, I kind of feel like that's more a fair game. Maybe rude, maybe disrespectful, but you're in public. But this was a private setting where Mingyu was supposed to be safe and he wasn't. L'Occitane did not protect him. In response to this, L'Occitane issued a public apology and also fired the employee. But that's what we talked about last week. This week, we have news that the employee is actually being investigated by the police. Apparently, the fact that she posted these pictures allegedly violates Korea's Act on Special Cases concerning the punishment of sexual crimes. The law protects individuals against personal details and photographs being obtained and published online without their consent. I didn't look into it enough to see whether this was just a private setting or a public setting, but either way, the Korean government is looking at her and investigating the situation. That is all we know for now, but of course, I will keep my eye on it. Gloria George has taken on the fight against colorism in cosmetics stronger than anybody has in years. And because of that, she has attracted a lot of negative attention, a lot of racist comments, a lot of hate, a lot of people dismissing her feelings, dismissing the idea that people of all depths of skin tone deserve to have equal access to cosmetics, and that brands should be encouraged to create shade ranges that include as many people as possible. Unfortunately, this constant personal attack has weighed heavy on her mental health, and she put up this post on her Instagram on Friday. This is what it said. "Hi, babes. I'm logging off for a bit. The internet has become an increasingly violent space, particularly for dark-skinned Black women. It's heartbreaking and harmful to constantly confront the overwhelming colorist, anti-Black, and racist rhetoric that's directed at us by the masses. No one should be forced to endure that level of emotional trauma. What's even more disturbing is how bigotry and white fragility are amplified when Black women, especially those with darker skin, speak out. The world consistently refuses to listen to us or acknowledge our experiences. There's a persistent failure to see dark-skinned Black women as fully human, as deserving of the same empathy, respect, and grace afforded to others." And Gloria is not exaggerating here. And I know that some people watching this video may think, well, it might be being dismissive of her feelings. But I've personally seen some of the comments that Gloria gets that are absolutely hateful and awful. And yes, it is the internet, but you can only take so much of that and so much targeted against who you are as a person, against your heritage, against your skin color, against what you are trying to do to stand up for people that look like you. As a human being, you can only take so much. Gloria's post continues. "We are often dehumanized, either erased or harshly criticized, because the world doesn't know how to engage with our existence beyond stereotypes and shallow narratives. This is the harsh reality. Society has long been conditioned to dismiss us, to see us as less deserving of care and protection. That dehumanization allows for the continued disrespect and disregard for our voices, our bodies, and our contributions. This has to change. Black women deserve to be treated with dignity. Black creatives deserve recognition and respect, and dark-skinned women deserve to be seen, valued, and humanized in every sense. We are not here to be performers for the world's consumption, nor are we here to be your punching bag. We are here to live fully, with the humanity that should never be questioned or denied. Gloria." There is a caption next to this post that was edited. I don't know what the original said, but it looks like what happened was Gloria started reading the comments and wanted to change what she had as the caption next to this post. This is what it currently reads. "To the Black girls reading my comments, I want you to know that your voice, your presence, and your worth are not defined by the negativity or ignorance of others. The world may try to silence you, undermine your experiences, or make you feel small, especially if you have dark skin. But never forget that you are deserving of respect, love, and dignity. It's okay to protect your peace and step away from environments that are harmful. You don't have to perform for anyone or endorse spaces that don't value you. You are enough just as you are, and you deserve to be seen, heard, and valued in all your fullness. Stay strong, but also prioritize your well-being. Self-care is a radical act of resistance." In an Instagram story following this, Gloria did say that she does have some contractual obligations that she's already signed up for, some sponsored posts that will be going up, but other than that, she's going to be off the internet. Now, this point I think was really important, and it was Gloria's response to a post by a Black woman who said that she should not be chased off the internet. And I think Gloria makes a really important point here that reminds me of something that Jackie Aina said years ago. She writes in response that the comment is, quote, "dismissive of the real emotional toll that dark-skinned Black women women face in online spaces filled with colorist, anti-Black, and racist rhetoric. It ignores the systemic bigotry and white fragility that surface when Black women speak and places the burden on them to endure harmful environments instead of addressing the oppressive structures that perpetuate this violence. Encouraging someone to stay in a space that dehumanizes them isn't productive or empowering. Sometimes stepping away is an act of self-care, not defeat. The focus should be on making these spaces safer, not on expecting individuals to withstand them. For me, who will never fully understand what it's like to be Gloria and the things that she deals with, I just want to say from my perspective, thank you to Gloria for everything that she has done so far to try to explain to people what it is like to be her, what it is like to live in her skin. And even if she decides that this is something she doesn't want to do anymore, that she's done, I appreciate everything she's done up to this point. Beyond the awareness that Gloria is bringing to people who will never live her experiences, she's also brought a lot of awareness to brands, and she has physically herself gotten brands to pay attention and make shade ranges that are more inclusive in order to help people of all skin tones just have fun. That's what we're all here for, is just to have fun, and everybody wants to have fun, and everyone should be permitted to have fun. And of course, not every brand is going to be inclusive, but to encourage as many brands as possible to include as many people as possible is a really good thing, and Gloria did that. Is everything perfect? Are all brands inclusive? Of course not, but she definitely has done something in this space. I hope that she has a very restful and peaceful break, because she definitely deserves it. Moving on to some science news. If you have bought baby powder recently from Amazon, you need to listen up, because unfortunately a popular baby powder by a company called Dynarex Corporate has been recalled due to asbestos contamination. They actually found asbestos in their products. The product is called the Dynacare Baby Powder, and it could be found on Amazon for from 79 cents a bottle to $1.79 a bottle. Dynarex Corporation said that the recall came after a routine sampling of the products, which revealed the presence of asbestos, but no illness or adverse effects have been reported so far. We know that sometimes it takes a very long time for the effects of asbestos exposure to show up in the human body. In the news release, it was stated that the company has ceased the distribution of the product as an investigation is proceeding to determine what caused the contamination of the talc. So if you are curious, if you have purchased this, the product number is 4857, which the batch/lot number is B051. Apparently there were 62 cases of this stuff containing several hundred units of the product distributed on or after March 11th of 2024 to the following states: Alabama, Arkansas, Colorado, Illinois, Kentucky, North Carolina, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Florida, Washington, and Wisconsin. Dynarex says customers should stop using this product immediately if you have it and return it for a full refund. For more information on how to do that, there will be an article linked down below. For the next sciencey story, I did hesitate covering this because I don't want to fearmonger, but at the same time, I do want to bring a study to your attention. There, of course, need to be repeat studies. There's still a lot that we don't know, but it's something to be aware of, especially if you have children that are prepubescent. What we're noticing is that children born female are going through puberty faster than ever before. And this has been a trend over the years, but lately it seems to have really picked up. So for example, in the mid-19th century, aka my mother's age group, the people that were born female, they started going through puberty, meaning they got their periods on average at 16 and a half years old. Today, the average is anywhere between 10 and 13 years old. Of course, experts have different reasons why they think this may be. They've talked about stress, they've talked about obesity, they've talked about exposure to the chemical PFAS, but research researchers are now looking closer into a specific fragrance called musk ambrette as a possible factor. Musk ambrette can be found in detergents, deodorants, and other personal care items, and they may have endocrine disrupting qualities. Dr. Natalie Shaw, she is from the NIH Environmental Health Sciences Department, said in a statement, "We conducted a comprehensive screen of 10,000 environmental compounds with extensive follow-up studies using human brain cells that control the reproductive axis. And our team identified several substances that may contribute to early puberty in girls." But it seems like this musk ambrette really stood out in all of the things that they tested as being especially scary. The high concern was due to some rat studies that showed the ingredient crosses the blood-brain barrier. So, of course, more research is needed, but research suggests that this fragrance, quote, raises the possibility that exposure may prematurely activate the reproductive axis in children. According to the article linked down below, it's about more than just getting your period early. If that were it, then people might not care as much. But prematurely getting your period has been linked to other health concerns, things like diabetes, heart issues, breast cancer, fertility issues, and mental health problems. Experts participating in the study suggest also that stress caused by the COVID-19 era of time also may be contributing. And of course, PFAS is something that they're looking into. Musk ambrette is actually restricted in Europe and Canada. The US FDA, of course, is slower. So what they've done is they have moved it off of their safe list, but that doesn't mean that they're not letting it be in products. What concerns me about this is this, and this is just my mom in the basement, like a non-expert, just somebody that's an ingredient nerd who's been looking into this stuff for years, opinion. And my opinion is this is especially scary because in the US, when you see a product, it may say parfum or fragrance, but because it's a proprietary blend, the FDA says that companies don't have to disclose what actually is in that fragrance. So musk ambrette could be in there in those products without being disclosed on the ingredient list. In fact, in all my years of looking at ingredient lists, I have never once seen musk ambrette to my memory. So that leads me to believe that this is one of those fragrances that is in that umbrella term of fragrance, unlike different fragrances that have to be disclosed, things like linalool and citral and stuff that you will see. The FDA has said that you have to separate those out. Musk ambrette is not one of those. I would imagine that maybe next steps in 3 to 5 years, according to the speed of the FDA, we may have to see musk ambrette be separated out as well. I think they're just going to need more science in order to back that up. My other question is, how is this possibly affecting people who were born male? Is it only affecting people who were born female, or is there a male component as well? That was not discussed. So I will keep my eye on this and see if anything else comes to light about it, but it's just something I wanted to throw out there in case you are using cosmetic products with your kids' lotions or creams or even your detergent and you are concerned about this, look for fragrance-free options. It is the end of an era, my friend. Net-a-Porter is closing their beauty business as it is. If you've never heard of Net-a-Porter, it's probably because you are like me and not a bougie bitch. The only reason why I know is because over the years, when I used to have a team helping me with What's Up in Makeup, they're the ones who brought the platform to my attention. I never would have found it on my own. But if you are a bougie, you have probably heard of Net-a-Porter. The article linked down below said that they have announced plans to close down their beauty business. But this is very interesting. So they're keeping their beauty tab, right? But instead of having all the beauty products there, what it will do is it's going to use an affiliate marketing program in order to redirect customers to brand websites. Let's say I go to Net-a-Porter and I want to buy something from Trish McEvoy and I click on it. It takes me to the Trish McEvoy website. Then Net-a-Porter will get a kickback from that. They also said that the shopping site is going to cut down on its range of beauty products, focusing exclusively on that ultra luxe category. A spokesperson from Net-a-Porter told WWD by email, quote, Net-a-Porter is launching a new affiliate program for some of the world's top beauty brands. Starting next year, customers will be directed to partners' e-commerce channels to complete their purchases. This new program will leverage Net-a-Porter's award-winning editorial platform, Porter, and community to drive high-quality traffic to our partners' channels. So it didn't really sound like there was an affiliate marketing program where like somebody like me would be able to get involved. I think it's just a connection between Net-a-Porter and the retailer websites. So that's what we know for now. Again, as always, if I hear anything, I will let you know. It is so fun for me when I see things that may be trends way before they're trends. And then when it comes out, we're like, yay, we knew about that. So this is one of those stories. Apparently, L'Oreal has filed for some patents on 3 different products, and we know what those patents are. And they are very interesting, and I'm curious to hear what you think about them. So for example, the first one is a new makeup removal process. And all it says is that it is a peelable makeup removing composition, which sounds kind of neat if you think about it. Like we were all obsessed. Do you remember when we were all obsessed with the peel off masks? Like the Glam Glow one that had all of like the sparkles in it and stuff. I think that one didn't get as much positive press, but it was still cool and it was still fun until we found out that those peel off masks are mostly alcohol and plastic, and they're really, most of them didn't have a lot of skincare in them. You can still get them, obviously, but I think the hype has died down on those. So the idea of putting on a mask and having it kind of work to melt away your makeup and then you peel it off sounds kind of fun. Like I kind of love that. I would imagine though it extends the amount of time it takes for you to go through your whole skincare process, because of course it's going to take longer for it to dry down than it is for you to just put cleanser on your face and wash it off and be done with it. But a lot of people really enjoy a longer skincare routine, so I don't hate it. We'll have to see what happens with that. The second one is an ingredient specifically, and it's skincare with higher amounts of ceramide NP, which is a really great ingredient. It's hydrating, it's anti-aging ingredient. It's also said to reinforce skin barrier strength, help improve the look and feel of dry, dehydrated skin, and contribute just in general to the overall suppleness, resiliency, and hydration of the skin. So that's pretty cool. If, some ingredients you don't necessarily need more in order for it to do better things. Sometimes I don't know what it is as far as ceramide NP having a higher concentration, but I would love to see the science on that, and hopefully that will make skincare products that are just better overall for all of those things. And then the third one is similar to the first one in the way that it is a form of something that is different than what I believe we've seen before. I've never seen anything like this before. I have seen a foaming face primer, but I have never seen a foaming setting product. Wrap your brain around that, because a primer makes sense. You foam it, you rub it, put on your face is primed, done. But as a setting product over top of your foundation and concealer, as you're like the foam and maybe this is what I'm thinking might be happening. And maybe you do the foam in your hand and you take like a beauty sponge and you pat it on. Maybe that's it. That's a way I can kind of see that maybe this would work. Maybe that's what they're going for. Very curious to see what happens with this. Or like maybe you do the foam and then you mix it in with your complexion products and it's supposed to make the complexion product last longer. I don't know. But either way, when you see these hit market, you saw it in What's Up in Makeup first. And for our lighthearted story today, before we get into the products, I do have a few products that I want to share with you. We are talking e.l.f.'s new commercial. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of the e.l.f. and Tinder commercial. I didn't feel like it packed the same punch as some of the e.l.f. commercials in the past. I mean, my bar is really high for e.l.f. commercials. I expect them to make me laugh. I expect them to make me feel something. And the e.l.f. Tinder one just fell flat for me. This one did make me giggle, I will tell you. It is a commercial that I believe is supposed to be kind of playing on Halloween and the theme of like a devil on your shoulder, trying to get you to do things with your skincare routine that you know you're not supposed to do, but you've got this voice in your ear. It's like, yeah, maybe I should. Just watch it. It's super cute.
Hey, just sleep in your You're so tired. Sorry, I'm here. I should have asked.
Who are you?
I'm this influencer girly. Yeah. The splotch queen, the Duchess of Dirt, the Princess of Dryness. I'm the one that tempts you to commit skin sins like washing with whatever. Yes, that's it, you dirty guy that likes the dirty soap. Or overpaying for trendy products. This is so much better than paying your rent. And the girlies swear by it. So, sleep in your makeup. Silky smooth skin is stupid! Elf skin! No! So easy! So effective! So affordable! Why?
Don't be tempted by skin sins. Holy hydration. Your skin salvation.
I mean, is this the best commercial I've ever seen? No. But I giggled. I thought it was adorable. The commercial is currently rolling out on social media, on TV, and what they're calling out-of-home platforms. I'll know what that means. If you are in the US and the UK, the campaign also features an interactive landing page with a specialized quiz where you can confess your skincare sins and receive personalized product recommendations, which is pretty cool. And speaking of product recommendations, let's talk about some products that launched this week. Let's start with the one that caught my personal eye the most, because y'all know how much I love scented products. Anything having to do with food, especially dessert, I am all about it. So when I saw Glamlight was collaborating with Hostess, I was like, I want all of it. Give me all of it. I know this is the thing though, is it just smells like vanilla cake. And we've smelled vanilla cake in cosmetic products for a very long time. The smell probably is relatively ordinary, but it's a freaking Twinkie, man. It's vanilla cupcakes. It caught me. Anyway, let me tell you what's in the collection. There's the Twinkies Lip Care Duo. It's a lip scrub and a lip mask for $14. There's also the Twinkies Lip Kit. It's a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss for $22. And the Cupcakes Body Butter for $16. If you want the full collection, you can get everything for $48. And if you want a discount, you could use code GLAMLIGHT15 for 15% off. So what I did was I went to the website and I was like, okay, let me really look at these products. What am I actually going to use out of all of these products? And I narrowed it down to the lip scrub and the lip mask. I was like, those are products I would use. And then I was sitting there thinking, I was like, okay, do I currently have a lip mask that I love, that I'm using, that I have plenty of? And the answer was yes. Do I have a lip scrub that I'm using and I love and that I have plenty of? And the answer was yes. So therefore, I didn't end up getting anything, but I do think next time I go to the grocery store, I am going to buy some Twinkies, because I have not had Twinkies in years, like literal years. They probably won't taste nearly as good as what I remember, but I think that's really what I want. So I think I'm just going to buy some Twinkies and be done with it. Another thing I have been hyping for myself personally and talking about and being like, so excited because I'm a big musical fan, is the REM and Wicked collection. So excited for this movie. My 16-year-old Phoenix and I were definitely going to go see the movie when it comes out. And I've never tried anything from REM Beauty. So I was like, when this comes out, maybe this is something that I will purchase. Well, they have now shown the entire collection. This is what's in the collection. We have the 12-shade eyeshadow palette and then 2 themed 4-piece collection based on the 2 main characters, Elphaba and Glinda. The 4-piece collections include a lustrous liquid eyeshadow, a gel liner pencil, a blush and lipstick. That's one product, and then a matte lipstick. I do think it's cute, and I may get one of these. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of on the fence. Maybe. It does launch at midnight Eastern time on October 1st. That is 9 p.m. Pacific time on September 30th. I'm very curious what you think, especially if you are a Wicked fan. Like, what do you think about this compared to the Patrick Star One Size collection that they did? Honestly, I feel like One Size did it better. I do, with that brush, with the freaking brush, the look like a broomstick. I mean, I kind of wish I gotten that instead now. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm still on the fence. Maybe I'll still get something. Pat McGrath has announced her holiday collection. And it looks like all of her other holiday collections to me. Maybe it's just the red that's throwing me off. And I think a lot of people have lost trust in Pat McGrath's holiday collections because a lot of people have purchased them and found them to not be as good of a quality as the regular Pat McGrath products. Kind of like the way we used to feel about the Too Faced holiday products, that they would have, what we thought was really good, high quality products all year long. And then the holiday collections, we were like, this stuff is junk. It's terrible. And I've heard very similar things about the Pat McGrath holiday collections. So we will see with reviews whether this is going to be good or not. In case you are interested, this is what is in the collection. First is the Luminous Legends Mega Eyeshadow Palette. Then there is the Starfall Seduction Palette or the Dawn Divinity Palette. Those have 5 shades in each one. There's 3 eyeshadow duos called Petalic Passion, Celestial Jade, and Astral Noir. The Mini Lust Gloss Duo, limited release in Nude Mood, and then the Mini Matte Trance Lipstick Trio, limited release in the Go To Mattes Petalic, and then finally the Passion Shimmer and Smoke Kit that comes with a mini permagel eyeliner and the eyeshadow duo in Petalic Passion. I want to see swatches. I think that's where we're really gonna know, is when people get this and they swatch it and they try it on their face and you can really tell what's going on here. I know there are some people that have so much Pat McGrath, they're collectors. Very curious to see what people think about this because I don't know the prices of this stuff. I imagine it's going to be pretty pricey. Also very hyped up all over the internets is the Odin's Eye Eternal Twilight Collection. We have the eyeshadow palette. It's $56.90. This is the description. With 24 shades that range from luminous golds and fiery reds to cool blues and deep grays. The palette showcases a black and white split design, which is freaking gorgeous, symbolizing the balance between the realms of light and dark. On one side, you'll find vibrant warm shades that evoke the gentle brilliance of dawn, while the other side features cool shadowy tones that mirror the enigmatic depths of night. It is honestly so pretty, but what I wonder about this, and you'll have to tell me because I can wear both warm and cool shades because I believe I have a neutral skin tone. I still go back and forth about that. Marlene Estelle tells me I have a neutral skin tone, so I'm trusting her on that. But anyway, what I'm wondering is people that have warm skin tones or cool skin tones, when you see a palette and one side is warm and one side is cool, are you like, I'm not buying this because I can't use half the palette? That would be my concern about this. Like maybe an option would have been to have it be like magnetic. I've seen that before where the two sides magnet together and you can get both of them, or you can get one or the other and it's half the price for one or the other, or maybe you get a small discount if you get both. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see that turning some people off if they know they can't use half the palette. But I would love to know your thoughts. I don't know if that's just something I'm thinking in my brain. I don't know if that's real or not. Also in the collection, there's the luminous highlighters in 3 shades. Those are $22.90 each. And when I saw these, first thought, absolutely freaking gorgeous. But the thing about highlights like this is, to me, they just look like big eyeshadows. Like I would never put these on like the high points of my face as a highlighter. That's just me and the looks that I prefer. I just see these as giant eyeshadows, which is great if that's something that you love. But I don't know. I just, am I missing something there? Tell me if I'm missing something because I would love to learn from you. Next is something that's a little more attractive to me, the Shadows Blusher in 3 shades. They're $20.90. The shades here are absolutely beautiful. The whole collection is gorgeous. Let me just be honest, the whole collection is freaking beautiful. I don't think this was meant for me. I don't think this was a collection that was targeted at me, but that doesn't mean it's not valid and targeted at a ton of other people. But I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think about this collection? 2 more products that I want to highlight today. Let's talk the Juvia's Place Finishing Powder. It is the I Am Magic Silky Finishing Powder. They say it is an ultra fine texture that seamlessly blends into the skin. Its lightweight and velvety formulation effectively controls shine, enhances your complexion, and provides a refined matte finish. This formula ensures long-lasting makeup wear, imparting a delicate soft focus effect that minimizes the appearance of fine lines and imperfections. Personally, I love the shade range on this because it's not just limited to natural skin tones, because you have like the banana powder looking one, you have the pink one, you have ones that look like they have more of a color correcting use as well, which I love. Like it's giving me Neapolitan ice cream vibes. with that bright white one and the pink and the brown. And I think this is beautiful. And I love that they're coming out with so many different shades for different purposes. The final thing I want to share with you was something that I think some people are going to see as really gimmicky, but I do think there might be some science behind it. And it has to do with Nikkie Tutorials brand Nimya. They have come out with a collaboration with Beauty Bay, and it is the Band-Aid. Okay. Here is Nikkie's ad. I'm just going to play it for you.
My favorite way of getting rid of breakouts fast is by using my favorite Beauty Bay and Nimya, that's my brand, we collaborated, Skin Parade LED Band-Aid. This right here is a red and blue LED patch that is small and concentrated. So instead of having to spend a fortune on a full face one, this is small and precise for targeted and specific areas. So let's say you've got a little breakout. I've got one right here. All you have to do is grab your Skin Parade Band-Aid. You can just use it like this, hold it against the breakout, and wait for the cycle to end. Or if you want to be hands-free, look, we even got some stickers. I used them already, and then you can, these are skin-friendly stickers, of course. Stick it onto the Band-Aid, onto the breakout, so it sticks to the skin. Attach the little battery, and enjoy the light show. Visibly reduces the appearance of pores. Red light in it helps reduce redness and inflammation. Blue light actively reduces and prevents breakouts and even works on fine lines. Yes, your new favorite tool to flawless skin is right here.
So Nikkie came out with something very similar to this about a month ago, and it was little lip shaped. It was basically the exact same concept in a different shape. And this is the thing, that there is science behind red light and blue light therapy for the skin. I'm very curious to hear a skincare expert talk about the targeted use of something like this, because when you're using it just in one area, I feel like you're missing out on the benefits of why we do this in a full face and not in a targeted area. I'm curious, if you did happen to buy the little lip one, how is that working for you? Are you noticing anything there? The other question I have is that you put it on with those stickers, right? So can you buy the stickers separately? I wasn't able to find those on the website, but I honestly didn't look very hard, so I didn't see them. And how much do the stickers cost? Because the two-sided skin-safe tape is not something I would imagine that you can just go out and purchase anywhere. I don't think I've ever seen that anywhere. I've seen it for a wall, but not for a face. So I'm imagining the glue's a little bit different. As far as price for these, the lip one is $40. And when I went to their website to check out the Band-Aid one, it doesn't seem to be available in the US. Where I found it was on the French version of the Beauty Bay website. So here's a screenshot of that. But if you are in the US, you're going to get a 404 error. So you're just going to have to change the country to wherever you live and see whether it's available in your country to see if you could get the Band-Aid. But if you can't get the Band-Aid, you should be able to get the little lip one. But overall, I am intrigued. I am intrigued and I'm curious, and I hope that this is a thing that works for people, because $40 for something that tiny when you can get a full face mask for like $100 that targets everything. And with the face mask, you don't have to buy the little stickers. I mean, with the face mask also, you can't have your eyes open, so that's another thing. I don't know, there's pros and cons to both. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm really curious about this product. That's my point. All right, PR purchase product of the week. I want to share with you. I got something bougie because I got that Liberty London advent calendar that I told you about. And a lot of you were asking me to unbox it. So I did do a live stream. You can watch it on the replay of us unboxing it. We unboxed that, and also Benefit had sent over their gorgeous grocer advent calendar. So we unboxed that really quickly as well. And we talk about the value of it. And the people that were in chat really helped me out so much with knowing these brands and what I was really getting, because I honestly wasn't familiar with a lot of the stuff. But today I used this and I'm really enjoying this. I don't think it's worth the price. I will be 100% with you. It's not that much different than any other lip gloss that I own, but I do really like it and I'm thankful to have it. This is the La Mer Plumping Lip Gloss, and it smells like mint chocolate chip ice cream. It has a slight cooling effect that does dissipate. It's not a very intense, strong plumping formula, which I personally really, really love. I don't mind it at all. And it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful product. Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. I'm just really thankful to have this. So I wanted to show that to you. And with this, for my lips today, I use that along with an eyeshadow from the Gargoyle palette, which is what is on my eyes today. This was sent to me in PR from Unearthly Cosmetics, and I used as my lipstick today the La Mer lip gloss along with the shade Perched. But I did add one more thing because I'm weird and I like to overcomplicate things, and I added a little bit of this Mystic Stone shade right in the center just to give a little extra glow to the center of my lips. And that is the shade that is mostly on my eyes from the center outward. I also have the shade Awaken from the center inward. And of course, I set up my crease with the three matte shades here, the three brown mattes, the Gothic Grace, the Ancient Spire, and the Perched shades are what I use to set up my lid. On my lower lash line, I have the shade Sinister Figure. I'm just going to go ahead and swatch some of these for you because they are so freaking fun. Let's do the shimmery guys, and then we will do the mattes. So let's do boop, bloop, 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 bloop. Oh my gosh, that purple. That purple though. This is my second time using this palette and I'm very much enjoying it. So here are the swatches for my look today. And man, am I an unearthly fan. For this palette. Oh my gosh. Like this is something, even though I got it in PR, this is something that I would purchase. This is something that I would purchase because I would enjoy this and because this isn't like anything else that I own at this point that I'm actively using. This color story is different and unique to my collection and the quality is freaking fab. So very, very much enjoying that. Thank you, Unearthly, for sending that over. I've been asked a lot about my complexion products recently, so I just wanted to let you know that I use the Urban Decay Face Bond. This was also sent to me in PR. This is the shade 7 Fair Neutral. It is perfect for me. I love it. It gives me a beautiful light. I can build it to medium coverage foundation. Really, really loving this because it doesn't seep into my fine lines and make those look a little more dramatic. For my cheeks today, I am using the new Essence Baby Got Blush Liquid Blush in the shade Something Berry. Blush and Berry, I think is what that says. And this was also sent in PR. It is very easy to use once it goes on the face, but unfortunately, I do not like this packaging at all. It's one of these guys where you open it up and you squeeze a little bit out. I actually was trying to squeeze some of it out and it like shot out and landed on my jeans, which I was not happy about because I'm wearing my favorite jeans today. I was able to get the stain out of it, but I really hate this kind of packaging. I wish that it just came out of the tube normal because when I blop it on my face, it's not like I can blend with this. It just doesn't blend easily with this spongy guy. So I really don't like this packaging at all. So what I've been doing is just squeezing a little bit out and then rubbing it with my finger and then blending it on with my fingertips instead of using the spongy thing. I really, really don't like it. I know that it's trendy. I know a lot of brands are doing it, but I hate it. That being said, the formula inside is fabulous and there is a workaround for it in, you know, just taking a little product, putting it on my finger and blending it. And I love it. And that, my friend, was the abbreviated What's Up in Makeup this week. Thank you so, so much for watching. And of course, thank you as always to the What's Up in Makeup Facebook hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Thank you for all of your submissions this week. I appreciate you. Our live chat today is going to be happening as usual at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hopefully you can hang out and join us. If not, you can catch it on the replay by heading to your subscription feed or heading to my channel page and clicking on the live tab and catching it there, or the What's Up in Makeup live chat podcast, which is always linked underneath What's Up in Makeup videos. Just as a little bit of a housekeeping to let you know, I will be out of town all next week and I will be packing my face off tomorrow. So I'm actually very thankful that this was a very slow week this week because then I can really focus on getting ready to fly all the way across the country to Palm Springs for the Creators and Friends event. I'm so excited to meet some of the people that I've never met before and also see some of the people that I have. This is a lovely, lovely group of people. I'll put their pictures next to me so you can see who is going, and I cannot wait to spend time with them and do all of the things. I will be taking lots of pictures and I'm sure I will have lots of stories to tell you when I get back. So content's going to be weird next week. It's going to be slow, no Friday video. And I'm going to try to get something up for you what's up and makeup wise next week, but I don't know if it's going to be something like this or maybe just a deep dive on one story. Not sure. We'll just have to see what drops next week. And if you do like the 2 parts, just know this is not a permanent change. It's just for this week. So thank you again so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you would like to hang out just a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a couple videos over here for you to watch, including last week's top news segment. I'm going to put that down there. The top video YouTube is going to put there as one that they think you're going to like based on what you've been watching recently on YouTube. But if you gotta go, I get it. It's no problem at all. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. And I'd love to have a wonderful week, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye.